Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you and I'm in love with you. Do this for me. Put a little corn and put where you're from in the chat. Put a little corn and put where you're from in the chat. Love you and I'm in love with you. We know the truth now. Roll the corn. One, what's up, bro? East St. Louis. Anthony, what up? Respect my kicks. Roll the corn. Elite Receipt Gang. Caden Henderson, what up? Memphis 10. Vito, Jacktown, what up, bro? Roll the corn. Y'all follow Vito 601. Follow Vito 601. Roll the corn. Jacksonville, Florida. Yo Mom, what up? Jerry L. Put the corn in the chat. Who is that? Mike, what up? Coach Fred, roll the corn. Caden, appreciate you, brother. Roll the corn. Y'all follow Caden. Follow Caden. Follow Caden. TGKP. Elite Receipt Gang too much. We know the truth now. Mr. Fields, Atlanta, what up? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What up, Ronnie? I love Milwaukee, man. Galil at the gun, roll the corn. Hey, what's your name? Milwaukee. Ronnie Johnson. I was in Milwaukee eating them jerk chicken egg rolls, bro. I can't think of the name of the spot, but I couldn't stop eating them, bro. Give me the name of that spot if you can remember it. Jerry L, what up? I was out there for like a couple of months. It's funny as hell. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Too much, what up? Man, they had some jerk chicken egg rolls in Milwaukee, bro, with some type of dip, like some jerk. It was like a jerk sweet and sour dip. I don't know what that was. It was crack, bro. 205, bam, what up? Juliet. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. I got to find the name of that spot and go back, man. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Kaja. What up? Yeah, man, that was some new stuff for me. I'm from deep down south. We ain't never had nothing like that. They had me addicted, though. I was in line copping them every day. Baltimore, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Now, roll the corn about my head to my people. I love y'all. I love y'all. Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Elite Receipt Gang. Spray the receipts. Because we got to get back to these receipts, man. What happened to the ancestors? Where they at? Where they hide? We gotta get back into. We gotta tap back into the planet and to the people this buried elaborately is hidden around our areas in America, right? Roll the corn. We got to get back to the ancestry, man. They try to break us from our ancestry with all this Africa shit. We got to get back to the land, man. This is our land. This is our land. We got prehistoric landmarks before Native Americans ever even thought about coming here, bro. Stop trying to give the Native American our landmarks. You hunter-gatherers, it's not theirs. They ain't built no mounds. They ain't built no cities out of stone. They ain't built no canals, no irrigation. They ain't put shit on the Mississippi River. Y'all got to get their ass off our land, bro. And y'all got to get the fuck out of here too. Because the corporation the one gave it to y'all. Peace. Boom, what up? Roll the corn. Y'all are policing indigenous land, bro. Y'all don't. Rashana, my cousin, follow Rashana. Follow Rashana, my kinfolk in the chat, man. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Jerry Brown, what's up? Roll the corn. Y'all follow my cousin Rashana right here. Follow my cousin Rashana right here. See it? Hit the follow button right now. Roll the corn. Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Elite Receipt Gang. Let's go here. Right? The city editor of Bismarck Tribune, in addition to or a part of his regular duties, had discovered a marvelous cave in the Badland region, west of the Missouri River. In it were skeletons and implements and relics of some prehistoric people, which the editor thinks date back at least 10,000 years ago. There were many curious idols in the lot. An inscription upon them, the editor believes, indicates Semitic origin, Semitic languages, Hebrew. Not no damn Navajo language, Hebrew, Semitic. More interest would attach to the case if the editor was not so noted for a wonderful discovery. Now, the Badlands. I've been studying the Badlands. Let me show y'all the what they say about the Badlands. This is what they got for the Badlands right here. The Badlands, Dakota. Old ancient buildings built out of stone in South Dakota. Temples all up on top of the thing. Buildings made out of stone, out of the side of stone in the Badlands of Dakota. Look at that. And y'all are finding Semitic languages in this area, inside of these stone caves and inside of mountains and everything in Dakota. Whole city was there, people. Roll the corn. That's another receipt. I had 2 or 3 receipts already on there. Let's look at this right here. Right? The Badlands. Look. The Badlands of Dakota. Palaces. Gigantic domes. The most striking and fantastic architecture. Right? Crumbled castles. Brick red color. Pyramids with the sharp summits in the Badlands, Dakota. This how it looked. Today, they bombed it, knocked all a lot of this stuff down. Now it just look like mountains, right? But let's go back to the receipt. The Badlands region. Same spot. Semitic origin people. Melanated people. All that carving out of the side of the mountain with columns like the one they found in Jordan named Petra. Same people. These ain't no damn Native Americans. Roll the corn. This us. Evolving from mound building to stonework, masonry. We created masonry. They took the symbols and act like they the ones created masonry. I got some receipts about that. Roll the corn. Freemasons. Y'all cannot hide where y'all got the information from. Ancient melanated people. All that compass and square and all of that stuff ain't evil, people. The hunter-gatherer YT people made it evil. That comes from the first builders of the planet. That don't come from no damn Masons. That's why they be trying to hide the information, because they know it comes from ancient black people, ancient melanated people. And it's places in America that we don't know nothing about, that I got to go visit. The Badlands, Dakota. I'm coming to check that out. Roll the corn. We're going to get that on film. Let's keep going. Indians or a prehistoric idol or god is unknown to an Indian history in North America, right? And much resembles Hindu or Chinese idols such as we find in illustrated histories of these counties. We found 4 skeletons that had evidently been encased or covered in a manner similar to Egyptian mummies. Similar to Egyptian mummies in America. We found nothing with the bones to indicate nationality. So y'all ain't gonna tell us these melanated people. Y'all can't tell what kind of people they is. They ain't got no nationality. Stop lying. Although it's evident that the mode of burial is not a Native American. 2 well-preserved spearheads, copper. I told y'all we dug the copper out of the Great Lakes. Were found resembling those of ancient Rome. A sort of dirk or small cutlass was found among a quantity of decayed matter. An inner cave was full of bones, skeletons, implements in copper, stone mills for grinding corn, such as were used in ancient Egypt and parts of Asia. Roll the corn. This is what they don't want to teach you. They don't want to teach you this. Ancient melanated people like Egyptians buried everywhere around here. Just got to go back to the 1800s and they tell on themselves. Let's keep going. Fine specimens of pottery were also found. 2 chambers laid out in the second cave, which was so utterly black and dark that our best efforts failed to explore them. It was my candid opinion that a thorough examination of ancient receptacle, cave, or whatever it may be, will unearth abundant evidence of prehistoric race of people that have no connection with the North American, have no connection with the Native American. That's what they're trying to tell you. No connection. These are the ancestors of the melanated American Indian in America, not the Native American. It is believed that Reese Gross Ventris and Madan Indians had their origin on this continent from Norwegian or Welsh explorers who first discovered. Now they talk about other people came, right? Ancient records sustain this theory. But what I want y'all to know is that prehistoric people who was here were not Native Americans. Let's keep going. It's the third part of it. Third part. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. My phone ringing. My bad. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Y'all got me? All right. Roll the corn. Mr. Hager is of the opinion that specimens of copper work already found antedate the Christian era. The copper work already found antedate the Christian era. This is BC times, people. When it antedates Christian era, this is before Christ. BC. Long before any hunter-gatherer came over here with all that stealing the culture, people was already here with copper work. Just like over there in the Mediterranean Sea. The copper found in the Great Lakes is all over the world, people. Therefore, the people left here and took the copper there. Then you must burn this copper at a certain degrees with a certain amount of wood, and Africa ain't got that wood, enough wood to do it. They burnt that copper right here, made it into ingots, took it over there, then redone it and made swords and arrows and jewelry and everything out of the copper. That copper comes from a place called Isle Royale in the Great Lakes. Pyramid mounds are in Isle Royale with a big ass copper mine right there on Lake Michigan. Got ships on the wall, ships carved in the wall, Phoenician looking ships. The evidence is there. Let's keep going. This is the bloodline of the melanated American Indian way before the natives got here. These are the ancestors of that line of people. Let's keep going. Ruins of the oldest and least known prehistoric cities in America lie buried in the yellow sands of the desert waste of South Arizona. Right? The doctor from England has said that buried cities of Arizona, the richest find of original archaeological evidence in the Western continent, and that these relics of human communities outdate the ruins of the cities in Mesopotamia and along the Nile. Oh, shit. Oh, now we're talking. That stuff they found over here is older than Samaria. It's older than the Nile. The people from here went there and there. The civilized, Hebrew-speaking, Pharaoh-looking, gold-wearing, diamond and emerald rocking people came from here and went there. And went there. Roll the coin, man. We know the truth now. Because when I do the real research, Mesopotamia was rolling the corn. The Nile rolled the corn. Where they come from? Right here. Ain't nobody ever even researched this, bro. They just listening to white folks talking about Sumerian gods and they flying around. No, bro. Do your own people's research. Don't just listen to them people. They got a reason to lie. Their reason to lie is they didn't create nothing great. Therefore, they say they done it to say they created something great. They got their culture from us. That's what they don't want to tell you. Them Middle Eastern people, flying falcons and shit, that shit come from us. Jerusalem, the mound of spring, the mound of corn, that shit come from us, big dog. All the holy land over there come from us. Our people went over there and built their holy land. Why you think it's so big over there? They got a mound sitting in the middle of Jerusalem, look just like the mound in Mississippi. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Y'all know I show you now. You got to look at this thing the whole nother way. The people came from here and made them people spiritual over there. They took what we was doing and turned it into biblical stuff and lived by it. Ashkenazi Jews are living just like ancient melanated people on the Mississippi River right now. Doing Ramadan and doing bar mitzvahs. All that shit come from ancient culture. You turned a boy into a man on the Mississippi River, bro. With a party. Jews doing bar mitzvahs right now, acting like they created it. I got old books talking about Natchez Indians doing bar mitzvah style celebrations, turning a boy into a man. They didn't get that from Jewish people. Jewish people got it from us. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Travels through North America in 1825. Notes a conversation he had with a person of the Western antiquities in which occurs this paragraph. I gave him a description of a Roman mound at which it was present with my father, and he expressed his astonishment at the great similarities between these mounds and those of North American mounds. The stone hatches resemble the battle axes found in Germany at these mounds. Why are the mounds in America looking like the mounds in Rome, looking like the mounds in Germany? This is where Adolf Hitler, These are the mounds Adolf Hitler dug up and found the swastika. See, y'all want me to get that deep. That's too deep. Them German mounds had that swastika in there, looking like this right here. They come out of Ohio. He knew they were the real Jews. See, I don't even want to get that deep. He knew who the real Jew was. The real holy people, the gods and nature's chosen people. He knew. See, what they don't teach you is German, the so-called German army, most of them were archaeologists. People, they won't teach you that. They went right to the mounds in Germany. Guess what they seen? Damn. These melanated people, the real God's chosen people. Who are them fake ass Jews over there? You see where the idea come from? TikTok, this for entertainment purposes only, this is just history. Y'all know what happened after that. Y'all know what happened after that. We ain't got to talk about it. Y'all just know that when he went in them German mounds and seen who the real chosen people was, Hitler and them got on some other shit. Hitler and them went postal. Y'all already know what he done. Why did he do that? Why did their army do that? Because they knew somebody was culturally assimilating somebody else, bro. Now, if you go look at their symbol, it's the swass and the eagle. The eagle represents Tamari. This the continent of the eagle. Okay. Y'all think it's okay? You think it's a game? You want me to show you? You want me to show you? I can show you now, better than I can tell you. I can show you way better than I can tell you. Roll the coin. Continent of the eagle. We know the truth now. Hold on. Let me find. I know I got it somewhere. Prehistoric connection between the people of ancient Egypt and America. The people of the eagle on the Nile. They came from eagle of this continent. Prehistoric America was the original Egypt or eagle land. You see eagle? Now, when you see the swass in the eagle for Germany, they found that in the mounds, people. In Germany. And they knew. Them people had locks in their hair. They knew who the people was. So therefore, y'all fake ones over there, we finna come see about y'all. See, they were this part of Germany they don't want to teach you. Them fake ones over there, we finna come see about y'all. Y'all faking. Y'all ain't them people. Stop trying to be them people, bro. And Hitler done his thing. But in Germany, Rome is built on 7 hills, people. I already taught y'all what that was. When you see 7 hills, you already know it's an ancient city. Let me show y'all. Let me get off track for a second. Because everything I tell y'all, I got to show it. Because ain't nobody showing it. Rome sits on 7 hills. What is the 7 hills? Y'all already know. I already taught you. I already taught you what the 7 hills was. Hold on. Roll the coin. Let me switch this around. Got to keep the laptop handy, right? Ancient Rome, founded and built upon 7 hills, which served as the core of the city and were central to its history and identity. Okay. What is the 7 hills? The Pleiades. The spring alignment. Our ancient culture built the cities in form of spring alignment. The renewal, the rejuvenation of the earth. Same meaning as Osiris. Same meaning as the green man. Same meaning of Anu. All of the same meaning. Don't try to twist it. Don't try to make it no alien shit. Don't do none of that. That's our culture. Moscow, built on 7 hills. 7 buildings, Tartarian-style buildings aligned with the Pleiades. Rome, built on 7 hills. You think it's a game? Let me show it to you. Roll the coin. Let me blow this up. See, I found a map. Roll the coin. Now, these people live on top of this stuff right now, acting like they built these cities. Y'all did not build these cities because ancient Pleiades alignments lets me know that who built it. Roll the coin. They won't even give me no map. Hold on. Now I really don't. I don't really go through Rome a lot, but I already know it's there. But I'll show y'all the whole layout one day. I think I found a better picture. Let me see. Roll the coin. Now you are starting to see, right? Let me see, can I blow this up? Now, you starting to see right? You starting to see the Pleiades alignment on the ground in these spots. Ancient culture put that there. Now, you throw Aldebaran in there, you get one temple way over here, and you get 6 or 7 over here aligned with Aldebaran and the Pleiades for the spring. So when the sun comes over the Aldebaran star, from when you in the Aldebaran spot, you see it, and the Pleiades goes right over the structures that they built, right? This is in America in mound form all over the country, people. Then you see it start to evolve into temples, buildings, pyramids. So the first people to do it put it in mound form, right? So if you search the Pleiades in mound form in North America, you're going to see them all up the Mississippi, all up the Chattahoochee, all up the Tennessee River, Ohio. They all in, Casey Macon was just showing me one in Nevada, a new one that we found, right? And I'm going to show y'all all of them at one time when I get a chance. But you got to know your culture. When you see that Pleiades star system, the 7 sisters, which became Europa, which became the name of Europe, then you start to understand that is a teaching from a people. That is the so-called Hebrew or Hebrew, right? That is the so-called Atlantean. Where they come from, though? Here, where the fuck they come from? Roll the coin, trying to make Atlanta a sunken island somewhere. Let's go back. Now, where we was at? Right here. Mesopotamia. Now, mounds in Rome, the 7 mounds in Rome, Roman mounds, then the buildings go up. Now, let me tell y'all how sophisticated this stuff is, bro. Chunks, I appreciate you. Love you too. Let me tell y'all how sophisticated this stuff is. We built mounds. Then we start building buildings on top of the mounds because it's already aligned. So as the knowledge of masonry goes up, the knowledge of the buildings get better. You start with mound. That's why you always see these buildings on top of mounds, because our culture kept evolving. That's already a holy spot. That's already a spiritual spot. It's already aligned with the stars. Now we're going to put something more monumental on top of the mound. Now you get it? The pyramids in Egypt are on top of an ancient mastaba, a mound. You keep building greater structures on top of the ancestry. And when they take it over, the mound's still there, the building's still there, the pyramid's still there, still sitting on the mound, acting like they built it. You got to be able to understand the hunter-gatherer don't want you to know that. They want you to think other cultures built it. They founded and inhabited these buildings after they ran our people off after all these wars and all these different places. Go pay attention to the buildings, right? That's all you got to do. It's right there. What we there? Right here. Now let's get into this right here. Now let me show y'all what I mean by that. Ancient crypt found under the Vatican floor. You motherfuckers. I just talked about an ancient crypt found under the White House. Did I not? Why y'all find all these people buried under churches and Capitol buildings? Because y'all ain't build it. Let's look into it. Workers uncovered tomb in rebuilding the church. Monument believed to be relic of a pagan Rome. That ain't no pagan Rome. That's before Rome. Ancient and probably pagan crypt discovered yesterday under one floor of the church in St. Stephen of the Abyssinians. They said they found Abyssinian artifacts under the Mississippi River. I already showed y'all that. Go back and look at my other video. They found these style artifacts under the damn Mississippi River right there by Cahokia with Egyptian faces. Why y'all finding tombs under the Vatican? Let's keep going. Crazy work. The crypt was uncovered in excavation work. Their presence under the old floor was taken as evident that the crypt antedates the church. Y'all are building things on top of buildings that was already there. People are still buried under the first building, but y'all so greedy, y'all just build a building up. You don't even check if somebody buried under there. Which was built in the 8th century, they say. The capital of the Roman column also was found nearby, leading to believe that crypt was pagan. It would be the first pagan monument found in the part of the Vatican. The Vatican is the pagan. Y'all burying yourself on top of building stuff on top of ancient culture. The entrance to the crypt was covered with earth, and the Vatican authorities ordered the excavation temporarily suspended to permit more careful investigation. The investigation was undertaken and restore and reinforce the old floor of the church, which was covered over centuries ago. The Vatican now. Y'all finding ancient tombs under the White House, under the Vatican. Who are these people? Those are the real Hebrew, buried under the places that they created as a holy spot and put some type of structure there. Then y'all come back and build on top of it. Let me give y'all an example. Give you an example. This is the White House. See that? See that triangle with the columns? It's our shit automatically. This is the White House before they built all around it. They found that body right down there at the bottom of the basement right here. This was already there. This was already there. They found bodies in there. Roll the coin. In a tomb now. In a tomb. Look at the hunter-gatherers. What are y'all building? The motherfucker already there. What are y'all building, bro? You put a new window in there or something? What the hell is y'all? What is you pointing at? What are you hunter-gatherer pointing at, bro? The motherfucker was already there. Look, we're building some grand White Houses. Look at my people. Oh my, it's going to be a beautiful house for the president. Motherfucker was already there. I'm sick of y'all, bro. We need our shit back. The Smithsonian got that crypt that they found under the White House hidden right now. Y'all put them ugly ass scaffolds up there. What are y'all doing? It's already built. This is his story. This is his story. His lying ass, garbage ass story about how they built something. Y'all didn't build it. Roll the corn. You didn't build it. It was already there. Damn. Make no damn sense, bro. Let's go back. Let's go here. Roll the corn. The association is supposed to have been in existence in Tyre when Solomon undertook the buildings of the temple. And the story runs that the fraternity sent a band of workmen from Tyre to assist in that work. Freemasonry. Why is this important? Solomon's temple. A band of workmen from Tyre helped Solomon build a temple. The Hebrew temple. Who lived in Tyre? Put it in the chat. Where did the workmen come from who built the temples? From Tyre. Who lived in Tyre? Put it in the chat. Who lived in ancient Tyre? Put it in the chat. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna take you all the way back. Who lived in ancient Tyre? Look it up. Somebody let me know. It ain't Judah. The Phoenicians. There you go. There you go. Who is that? Mr. Roll the corn A+. The Phoenicians lived in Tyre. Why do you need the Tyre workmen to help you build the temple? The Phoenician come from here. They got a boat named Phoenicia on the Mississippi River in a museum right now, and that motherfucker from BC times. We've been going across the Atlantic. The Phoenicians had copper from the Great Lakes. I already taught y'all that, right? Phoenician, hold on. Roll the corn. Y'all know I got to show you now. You know I got to show you. This ain't no made up history. Where did the masonry knowledge come from? The Hebrew. From here. Hold on. Roll the corn. Here we go. I gotta show you. They tore all of them down. There is no surviving Phoenician palace in Tyre. The city itself, the capital of Phoenicia, was rich in impressive structures, including a magnificent temple of Malquart, 950 BC. King Hiram fortified Tyre. Herodotus wrote about it. The Phoenician is the master mason. They are Hebrews. That's where they get this stuff from. They started off as mound builders. Now, let's go look at the language. Let's go look at the language. Phoenician Hebrew alphabet. Do you see that? You see it? Now let me link all this stuff up. You see it? Put some coin in the chat. You see Phoenician Hebrew alphabet? This is where the Berbers got their language from. This is where the Greeks got their language from. Don't think that language came from there. The Phoenician are seafarers. Let me show you that first. Seafarers. Don't think they come from there now. Phoenicians, seafarers. Extensive Mediterranean trade coming from the Atlantic Ocean. Coming from the Atlantic. You see it? Where they coming from, Truth? Where they coming from? And we got Phoenicia boats on the Mississippi. Clockbreaker said, not an alphabet. What do you mean, Clockbreaker? What do you mean? First, you got to learn languages to even be talking about not an alphabet, ma'am. Somebody taught you wrong. Paleo-Hebrew became the alphabet, ma'am. You got to know that to be trying to learn anything. You got to know Paleo-Hebrew, the ox and the plow became the A. Hebrew language started with agriculture. The agriculturalists created the language. Then it turns into Greek and Latin. You got Phoenician, Cretan languages. You got to know that, or you're going to be lost. The AUC came from a plow, looked like this, and an ox head. Ox pulling the plow, but turned into the A. That is a lift. A lift bet. The first two Paleo-Hebrew letters is the name of the alphabet, ma'am. Damn. A left bet, alphabet. You got to know your own history. Don't go against the grain. Listen to these white folks. They're going to teach you the wrong shit, and these niggas don't know what they talking about, bro. A lift bet became alphabet. The plow and the damn bull and bet meaning temple or house. B-E-Y-T became the B. Before a Latin language ever started, before Aramaic ever started, before Greek, Phoenician, Cretan languages, Israel languages, it was Paleo first. You got to go find where the Paleo-Hebrew come from. Then you break the code. This shit come from here. Okay, let's keep going. They seafarers, right? They speaking Hebrew. I just showed you. Let's go see what they building. Let's go see what they building. Because you think melanated people ain't built all this whole shit around the world? That what they think. Talking about some Tartarians. What did the Phoenicians build? Let's go look at it, Truth. Look just like that shit you see today in ancient Rome. They don't even want to show me the picture. Look. They don't even want to show me the damn picture. Look at the internet. Let me see the picture, hunter gatherers. Yeah. Phoenician towns. They gonna look at what they built. Get this shit out the way. Roll the corn. Get all that bullshit out the way. Look. Let me show you. Whoa. Shit, Phoenicians. Hebrews. What is that right there? Greece ain't built that. You thought Greece built that? You thought Romans built that? Phoenician. This is when they try to put their ass in the story. Greco-Roman. No, hell no. Y'all stole that. Imported pilgrimage sits for those who follow the Phoenician cult. Pilgrimage back to this building. Same way we done pilgrimages to the corn in America. Where you think the pilgrimage come from? You go back to the Holy Land where you built it for the pilgrimage. Phoenicians doing the same damn thing Mississippians were doing. Going back to the mound in the spring. Where you think that shit come from? Right here. Can't teach it no better. Can't teach it no better. Let's go back to the receipts. Let's go back to the receipts because it ain't even hard at this point. Right? Just like Tyree. So whoever built these buildings left Tyree over there, which is Phoenician, which is Hebrew. Freemasonry is said to have been originally organized by the leaders of the band, and in this way is explained the great prominence which is given to Solomon's temple in the rituals and symbols of the order. Let's keep going. Tyre, Phoenician city. Purple dye, the Hebrew purple dye, coming from snails from America. Y'all don't want to get deep. Y'all don't want to get deep. Roll the corn. See, this over their head. Purple dye, coming from snails, from shell mounds in America. Then you take that purple dye teaching over to the Mediterranean. Now all of the royalty is wearing purple. Got it from us. That's how purple became the Crown Royal bag. Now, that's how you got the Crown Royal bag, your uncle drinking the purple Crown Royal bag with his money in the purple Crown Royal bag. The purple is royalty, the line of the king, the real royalty. That's where they get purple from, coming out of snails from Hebrews, coming from America. All right, let's keep going. From Tyre to assist in that work, Freemasonry. According to this account, it's said to have been originally organized by the band, right? Rituals right here. Writers, however, differ as to the origin of Masonry, but well-informed Masons consist themselves with supposing that the order originated in the associations which were formed during the Middle Ages by Masons and builders. Now, let's keep going. Originally founded by Ashmole and some of his friends, a piece of mystification, its symbols and signs having been borrowed, partly from the Knights Templar and partly from the Rosicrucians. The symbols were borrowed from ancient melanated Hebrews. Knights Templar try to use it. Rosicrucians. Roll the corn. Who are the Rosicrucians? You must know this. This is where they stole it from, turned it into Roman Catholic. Right? Who are the Rosicrucians? They started the Freemasonry. Right? That's their cross. Rosicrucian, Catholic movement that emerged in the 17th century Europe, symbolized by the Red Cross. Watch this. Started let me get the receipt, put the coin in the chat. Now, early Freemasons incorporated Rosicrucian ideals and symbols into high degrees of masonry. The Rosicrucian movement began in the 17th century, right? That's where they got it from. Ancient builders, the symbols of ancient builders, the cross, the G and the cross. They stole all of it, right? Certain it is that they are tools used in the present age, that they found emblem of order from ancient culture. That's where they come from. Let's keep going. The Knights Templar, part of the Rosicrucian. Now, watch this now. Watch this. But the finding of these prehistoric relics. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back. The spruce and the compass may be a comparative modern origin as an emblem of the order. Certain it is that they are tools used in the present age, but the finding of these prehistoric relics in the ancient Aztec ruins have a significance. The compass and the square, what the hell is that? Y'all already know what it is. Why the hell is found in America? In mounds. You see what I'm saying? Compass and square. Why is it found in the mounds? They told you this stuff was evil. They told you it was evil, so you wouldn't know the truth. They told you it was evil. They lied. Roll the coin. This is building material, building stuff. That's the compass in the square. Now, why is it in Aztec ruins? Hold on. Why is it in Aztec ruins? You see it? Why? Roll the coin. This is where they get their knowledge from. Ancient American culture built that compass and square. They are the Masons. They are the first Masons on the planet to build out of stone. The compass and the square, the Freemason symbol. Let's keep going. I can't teach it no better. I can't teach it no better. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. In the valley, a criterion, it would show the tribe to have been inferior, intelligently, right, of the Eastern races. If masonry flourished in Solomon's time, then the Aztecs must have had some connection with the races of Solomon's country. I know they did. Hunter-gatherer. Let's keep going. Still, it is only hypothesis and food for the scientists to reflect over the discovery of Masonic emblems in the ruins, right? In the ruins of the Aztecs. And we all know cultures go way back before the Aztecs got it. Mayans, Olmecs, North American mound builders, Mississippians, they come through the whole country, going back in time, not from Africa, it's coming from here. How you think the Olmecs got it in the 12 and 1300s? I mean, the Aztecs. They still using ancient masonry. Roll the coin. Now let's go here. Let's go here. We are not indebted to either ancient Egypt for their religion or masonry, but to the Americas. This is what you got to know. It's a fact that Memphis, Egypt, in the pyramid under the guidance of the kings, the agriculture kings, rites of masonry were worked thousands of years ago. Roll the coin. You ain't in debt to no Egypt. You in debt to America for these buildings. You ain't in debt to no Persia, India, Ethiopia, or Egypt. The cradle of symbolism used in our masonry is placed by many of the best authorities in their country, which they believe was first inhabited. The plateau of Tartary. Ain't no damn Tartary. Tartary is Mongols. It don't come from Tartary. It don't come from India. It don't come from Persia, Ethiopia, Egypt. It come from the Americas. Now you understand it? Now you understand people left here and built these people whole damn city, and they still living in that motherfucker today. Now you get it? Let's keep going. Masonry was worked many thousands of years ago. But at that time, Egypt and the continent of America were one and the same. And America was rediscovered in the 15th century. In America, rediscovered in the 15th century. What do they mean by that? What do they mean by that? That's when they came back over here in 1492, early 1500s. They are finding grand masonry all over the country. They are finding grand masonry all over the country because they never got their ass here until the end. Now they see what's here. Ancient mounds of super ancient burials of people way before Egypt. Capitol buildings made out of granite and limestone. Already there. The quarry where our people were buried in a mound. The quarry where the limestone comes from that built the Capitol building is right up the road, 50, 60, 100 miles away. They bring the limestone right to the holy spot and build up the building right there. They put their capitals around these buildings that was already there. We kept evolving. We went past pyramids, people. These Tartarian-style buildings are 5 times more unique. Y'all think the pyramid the truth? Go up in one of them old-ass Roman Catholic churches and see how that's built. 12 stories high, all limestone. You think the pyramid, hell, go look at one of them. The knowledge went past the pyramid. Egyptologists are still humping on the pyramid. Egyptologists just hump the pyramid. Bro, that ain't it. That ain't the end of the knowledge. You better come hump one of these stone buildings in Chicago, in Atlanta, downtown Jackson, Mississippi. You better come hump one of them. That's the best architecture ever made. You Egypt niggas just standing the pyramid. Bro, it's 42 pyramids in them buildings. Stop humping on the pyramid, bro. That's the middle of the knowledge. We went bigger, better, taller, stronger, still aligned with the stars. Them ain't Tartarians. Tartarians are Mongols. They just named it that because they people was on that land, but they didn't build them buildings. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Rediscovered in the 15th century and repopulated by hunter-gatherers in the 17th century. Egypt and the Promised Land, the land of the constellation of the eagle. Right? Then you come with the Christian, pagan, all of that into America, putting it on the buildings. The continent of America involved the consequences of this order of the skies. America, known as the mystic as Atlantis. Atlantis. When the ruins befell, was the seat of the greatest empire that has ever existed, and his irresistible armies were terrorizing all of Europe and Asia. That's a lie, though. That's a lie. Wasn't no army terrorizing no Europe and Asia from America. We just went there and built shit. But they know where the Atlantean people come from. America. Studying the American constellations. What do they mean by the American constellations? See, this is where you get deep at. Studying the American constellations, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricornus, reveals the immemorial antiquity of the name of America and the significance in the arms of the United States. Our people mapped out the constellations first. That's where the knowledge come from. We mapped the constellations for agriculture, changes of the seasons for cropping to feed our people. Then it grew bigger and bigger and bigger and better. Ain't no other country mapped out no constellations but us. We took that astrology knowledge to other places. That's what you must understand. Let's keep going. That's why all these different countries up there worshiping the same stars. Why? Why everybody want to worship Orion and Sirius? Why? Ask yourself that. That is the harvest. That's the Ankh. When Sirius rises, Helixua rising, with Orion and all of that, that is the harvest time. That's the biggest part of the year. That's why everybody is worshiping this stuff. Let's keep going. America, Atlantis, and the curtain which has concealed the prehistoric connection between the people of ancient Egypt and of America is lifted. It will be seen that the people of the eagle on the Nile, being descended from the original people of the eagle of this continent, the twain are one. Prehistoric America was the original Egypt or Eagle Land, prior to the mighty dispensation in the days of Peleg, when the earth was divided and the globe itself was nearly rent asunder. Now, what he's trying to say is, this is what he's saying. Let's get that correct, right? Now, what he's saying is, let's get this correct. They try to make America Egypt, but this is not Egypt. What they really need to be saying is, our people built Egypt. That is on our people on foreign land building up a city on foreign land. Now, before Egypt ever existed, we already did astrology and structure building, right? The people left here and taught that there and built there. That's a small piece of desert land, people, on a river. Over here, we got thousands of those. So, this is the real Timeri. This is the real Kemet. The teachings come from here. The people come from here to there. America, not Egypt. Egypt is America. That's what I want you to understand. That's our culture on their land. Now, here come the mix-up. Here come the mix-up. You find that culture in Egypt, right? Now, they taught in the Bible that this is that's the Holy Land. They got to stick to the story, people. You can't change the story in the middle of the lie. If you lie, you got to keep lying, right? If you lie, you must keep lying. Therefore, if Egypt is in the Bible, the Middle East is in the Bible, because our people was over there doing stuff that became stories that became in the Bible, right? You teach this is the Holy Land all through Europe, all through Africa, all through the Mediterranean Sea. You put it in a big-ass book and say the Holy Land is right there. You can't change the story, people. You got to stick to the script, right? So when you find a mummy in America, you got to send that motherfucker back to Egypt. So when you find the ancestors of the couple of people who were on the Nile, you got to send them back to Egypt, because the story ain't got nothing to do. Y'all biblical story has nothing to do with America. You can't just house that shit over here and be acting like it's just, oh no, you got to play the game. The game already set up. The game set up to be the Middle East, Jerusalem, Israel, Palestine, goddamn the Fertile Crescent, Mesopotamia, Egypt. That is the second coming of our people on another land. They don't come from there. They come with the plow and astrology. That's why the plow got so much to do with the Anunnaki. That's why the plow got so much to do with the Egyptian and the Kushite. The people of the plow brought the Hebrew language. America is the land of the plow or the hoe. Therefore, you cannot teach that all the knowledge came from America when you said all of it came from Egypt. Right? So you come back to America in the 1500s. Y'all go right in the mounds and right in the caves, finding mummies, Egyptian bloodline mummies, putting them in museums, sending them back to Egypt, acting like they come from over there, acting like y'all just found it. We just found this 12 days ago. Bro, y'all found it a long time ago. Instead of putting videos on YouTube like y'all finding pharaohs and kings and you hunter-gatherers. Y'all think y'all smart, don't you? Ain't shit over there in Egypt, bro. They trying to make it a tourist attraction for hunter-gatherers, bro. Our small cities on the Nile, from bloodline of people that came from here, they trying to make it a tourist attraction and bring people over there to get the money. They're trying to make it way bigger than what it was. Now you understand it? Ain't nothing over there but the pyramid, bro. Ain't nothing else over there but that pyramid area. That's their tourist attraction at this point. So you tell the people everything came from here so people can flood their ass back right there. You tell the people all of the pilgrimage go back to Mecca in the Middle East, knowing that it's not the original Mecca. It's not the original Mecca. It's the second coming of that. Why in the hell Arabs going to Utah talking about a pilgrimage? Even the Arabs know the real one over here in Utah. Motherfucker going down the Jordan River in Utah, headed to the Dead Sea, which is the Salt Lake City, which is the Great Salt Lake. You think this shit a game. After they studied it for so long, they understood that somebody bought them that knowledge. But this ain't the original Holy Land. It's back over there in America. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The earth was divided, and the great globe itself was nearly rent. The earth was divided, people. Y'all talk about all that Pangea shit. The earth was divided. These continents weren't stuck together. That's a lie. Motherfucker got on a boat after already evolving and took the knowledge there. You can leave the Mississippi River and hit the Gulf Stream and flow right to go right to the Mediterranean Sea. Simple. Let's keep going. It's a fact. The Phoenicians did it in 2000 BC, 3000 BC. Let's keep going. Firstborn amongst continents, America has been falsely denominated the New World. Hers was the first dry land lifted out of the waters. Let's stop right there. Hers was the first dry land lifted out of the ocean. Then mankind springs from the dirt, from the organisms from the ocean. This is the creation story the Egyptians talked about. The damn Choctaws, the Sumerians. Sumerians ain't tell you they came from no damn outer space. Why you think Sumerians building ziggurats or mounds, the Ben, the creation story? White people told y'all the Sumerians that they come from outer space. They ain't never said that in they damn artifacts or none of this shit. They still building mounds just like the Mississippi. The creation story come from the Ben, the primordial waters receding off the land. That's where you get the creation teachings from. Tiamat, Noon, all that shit. Tiamat, primordial water, Sumerian. They're what they talking about. Noon, the water, primordial water recede. They're what they talking about. Let me show you. They steady talking about aliens and shit. Don't even understand that those goddesses represented the primordial waters coming from over the land, and then creation starts. I don't know why people don't understand this. Right? Now they teach the Anunnaki aliens, right? Instead of teaching you this shit aliens. Now watch this. Instead of trying to teach us aliens now, Tiamat, Mesopotamian primordial goddess of the Salt Sea and primordial chaos. The Salt Sea? What the fuck is this? Oh, we know what the Salt Sea is. The damn Atlantic Ocean. The Salt Sea? Tiamat? That's what it represents. That's why the ancient cultures are telling you this right here. Hold on. That's why they're telling you. The first dry land lifted out of the waters. That's the primordial waters of the sea, people. This is where creation starts. This ain't no alien knowledge. These people, these ancient cultures were connected to the earth and creation. They knew where they come from. Primordial waters recede. Then you have the primordial mound of the Ben, and man is created from the mound after the primordial waters recedes. That's what that means. Tiamat is not no damn alien running around in no ship. Tiamat is the chaos of the ocean. Okay, let's go to Egypt. Let's go to Egypt. Same damn teaching. Who teaching this shit? You must understand somebody is teaching this. Noon, the Egyptian goddess. The dark, chaotic, primordial water from which all certain emerged. Damn, government playing with my computer? Shit. Look at it. Who switched that damn computer? Did y'all see that? Man, let me get off of this hot ass. Shut the laptop down. Roll the corn. They switch it up. Yeah, did y'all see that shit? Am I tripping? Okay, let me keep. This shit wild. I can't even get in my Instagram, bro. They straight changed the password on my Instagram. Can't even get in the motherfucker. Shit wild. Now, they fucking with me now, y'all. They fucking with me now, but we gonna get through this shit. Y'all don't scare me. I throw the computer away and roll the corn off the brain. I'll roll the corn off the brain. I don't even need the lab. I just want to show the people. But listen. Right? Lifted from under the waters, creation story. The first shores washed by the ocean, developed all earth inside, while Europe was represented only by islands rising there. Europe wasn't even a continent when America came from under the waters. Europe wasn't even a continent when America came from under the damn water. Europe was represented by islands rising here. Couple of them popping up. America already stretched in an unbroken line of land from Nova Scotia to the far west. America was evidently people from the old continent because there were only 8 persons saved. Now, roll the corn. Now you understand. America was already here. The first civilization popped up here. Y'all acting like it started in Africa. No. Hell no. The first civilized man came from America. We ain't talking about no damn monkey men. We're not talking about a monkey man. We're talking about Atlantis. Monkey men started over there in Africa somewhere. Humanoids. Monkey mixed with human. We was 100% human over here. Africanus bones of long ago Africans got monkey DNA. Africanus. It's not human. You got these African people teaching that Africanus bones are our ancestors. No. How the fuck is my ancestor and he ain't even 100% human? The shit named after Africa. Africanus. Come on now. Africanus bones. Early primate species whose name have been conflicted. Right? Australopithecus africanus. Right? Fossils, ancient primate. Ancient primate. He is the ancestors of a lot of them people over there. Hold on, let me show you. Early human ancestors. Watch this. They got me scared of the laptop now. This shit hot. Roll the corn. Early human ancestors that lived in South Africa. These are these people. Right? Roll the corn. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now, let's go see something. Hold on. Roll the corn. Watch this. Watch this. Africanus. Africanus, American Indian ancestors, incorrect. Ancient Africans are not the ancestral, are not the same. Ancient American people are not the same as Africanus. Now, we know the Native American came from Asia. We know that. But them people in them mounds ain't no damn Africanus bones. Ain't no monkey in them. They 100% humans. They tall, they 7 feet tall, all that shit true, but they are humans. When I go back and find y'all ancient bones over there, I'm looking at, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just telling y'all the bin. I'm giving y'all the bin. Roll the cord. Now where we was at? Now, through my studies, only April. Okay, through my studies, right? Through my studies, the first people I see that made it to that continent were the Ubaid culture. The Ubaid culture is around 6,000 BC, right? This is what you got to put in the play with the information. The first Hebrew-style people are the Ubaid, not the Egyptian. Now, it could have been Cushites around that time. Cushites somewhere in that area on the Nile, but the Ubaid up in Mesopotamia had corn, people. Yes. Irrigation, plow, astrology, mother goddess, astrology teachers. This before Sumerians. Now, when I look at the Ubaid, then I look at when the DNA upgraded in Mesopotamia. It upgraded when our people got there. Now I'm finna get deep. It upgraded when our people got there, right? Mesopotamia around 4,000 BC of 6. It's one of them. Migrate genetic admixtures. Let me see. Let me get the right dates. I got a receipt for this, but it's old. I got to go back and find it. Now, a mixture. Here we go right here. They ain't going to admit it, but let me show y'all what they say. Now, right here, a long history of mixture and gene flow that continued through that period. Genetic upgrade is not scientific, but BCE was a time significant cultural shifts due to right here, right? So what we looking at is somebody came and mixed with them people with some type of mixture, right? Around 6 to 4,000 BC. Watch this. Human and humanoid. Somewhere in Mesopotamia. Watch this. Ancient populations, Mesopotamia region, were a mixture of hunter-gatherer populations. Now, I got to ask this question right for it to answer it right. Did humans mix with Neanderthals in Mesopotamia? Give me the right answer. Stop fucking playing. Roll the coin. This is where this shit get deep. Yes. Early humans mixed with Neanderthals in the Middle East, which included Mesopotamia. Roll the coin. Who is the damn human? Who is the human? That's what we trying to figure out. Who the damn... Hold on. Ubaid culture. Did the Ubaid culture mix with Neanderthal? That's what we need to know. AI. What's going on? Say no. No, huh? Okay. Okay. Alluvial plains. Alluvial plains is Kemet, right? Irrigation, agriculture from the Ubaid, right? They don't want to tell the truth, but it's what I want y'all to study. Van stone tools, crafts, temples, villages, mud brick villages. Mud brick villages come from America. Y'all can stop that shit. Then they came the Sumerian civilization later from that culture. Then what you got to understand. Now, they can lie all they want, but we mixed with them people over there around 6 to 4,000 BC, upgrade their DNA, taught them how to farm, taught them how to mine gold, taught them all that shit that they say the Anunnaki done. They say the Anunnaki done it, but we done this shit. Roll the corn. Now, let's get to the rest of the receipts, because this shit is crazy. Where we was at? Right here. Now, let's go look at the coin in America and show you where the ancestors of the Sumerian and the ancestor of the Egyptian come from. Let me show you. Some queer-looking coin having a mysterious origin in an exhibition in this city. 2 years ago, some men near Fairfield, Illinois, excavating an old Indian mound, found encased in a ceremonial stone jar several hundred grains of vegetable, hearing and striking resemblance to corn. Roll the motherfucking corn. These the ancestors right here. Although it was at least several hundred years old, way older than that, the grain was in a perfect state of preservation. The stalks grew large and tall with thick leaves. These are the people that created the damn corn. Buried in the mound, they took the seeds out and still planted them, and they still came out large and tall. These are the ancestors right here. These are the agriculture kings right here. Right in these damn mounds, talking about they Native Americans. No, they not. These the same people, the bloodline of the Egyptian, all the way across the water. They buried with all the corn, with the bags, with all of the knowledge of astrology for agriculture. The key to life is feeding your people. That's why he buried with that corn, ancient Illinois, in an Indian. How the fuck a Egyptian-style burial in an Indian mound? Y'all trying to give it to Native Americans, but these are our ancestors. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The farmer needed several acres to the new cereal this year and was astounded at the result. The yield was twice as bountiful, a variety of corn grown, same ground with the weight of the corn was nearly phenomenal. Weighing nearly twice as much as the ear corn y'all were growing. Throughout the fall drought that prevailed over all of Egypt, the leaves of the new Indian corn remained phenomenally green. Egypt was in a drought. We was over here corn growing everywhere. You must understand we took this knowledge to them. It come from here. Roll the corn. It is of a deep copper color. They keep going, man. This shit wild now. Stick with me. Stick with me. It was of a deep copper color, resembling the white variety when lightly parched. There are 16 rows of each ear, averaging 25 grains to a row. The grain was large and of sweet, palatable flavor. That shit fed the world, people. This is the Hebrew. He bought the corn and the pomegranate and the citron trees to the Middle East. So you must know what these people were doing to understand the culture, right? Let's go look at Hebrews and citron trees. Watch this. Now we all know oranges and lemons come from, The citron tree, central. Jews usually at its fault called it etrog. The four specials in religion ritual that symbolize unity and the fruit of a beautiful tree. Etrog. Etrog is oranges and lemons. You think oranges and lemons just come from the Middle East? You done lost your damn mind. We took all that shit over there. All agriculture. Ain't no damn lemon tree on the Nile. We put it there. We put the date palm tree there. The tree of life, we put it there. Let's keep going. Go back to the corn. Some of the corn in the exhibition in the city, which is attracting great attention. Right? Illinois, pulled out a mound, still growing the corn from ancient culture. You got a lemon tree mound in Louisiana. That's a fact. Ruins of an ancient California city. Right? Discovery of vast regions of ancient ruins near San Diego, in which, in the day's march of the Pacific Ocean, at the head of the Gulf of California, portions of the temple dwelling lofty, stone pyramids, 7 of these within a mile square. 7 pyramids in a mile square? What is that? What star alignment is that? I'm going to keep on pressing the issue. What star alignment is the 7 pyramids? The Pleiades. Follow Casey Macon. I'm going to keep pressing the issue. This is our culture. 7 pyramids down near San Diego, California. Massive granite rings, circular walls, columns, and blocks of Haro what? In California. Let's go look. Hieroglyphics. All speak of some ancient race of men, their history actually unknown to any of the existing families of mankind. That's a lie. Why are 7 pyramids with hieroglyphics right by San Diego? Melanated people built that shit, man. That's the fucking spring equinox right there in Stone Pyramid, California. Stone? Y'all always talking about, ain't no pyramids in America. Ain't no but some, where's your pyramid? Right here. Selma Land with stars. Hunter-gatherer. Get out my damn comments. Always talking about ain't no damn stone. They tore them down, bro. You think they gonna let a nigga wake up and see a fucking geezer right outside of LA? You think they gonna let us niggas wake up and see a geezer sitting right outside of Jackson, Mississippi? You think these white folk gonna just let us walk out there into some fucking pyramids in Mobile, Alabama? And they trying to tell you come from Africa? You better use your damn brain for more than a New Era hat. Them folk gonna tear all that shit down. They don't want a nigga to know he was great over here. Never. And I hate to talk like that, but that's the only way people understand it. All you Egyptologists talking about ain't no stone pyramids in them. Yes, it is. You don't even know about the bottom of Egypt. You don't even know about the bottom of Egypt got 7 pyramids aligned with the Pleiades. And it's shit right there in San Diego, the same teaching. You don't even know that, do you? Y'all know everything about Egypt, but you don't even know what that shit mean over there. You just up there humping on the pyramid and the obelisk, dancing, acting like your ass is Anubis and Thoth. Y'all niggas ain't Anubis and Thoth. You don't know where the teaching come from. If we got 7 pyramids at the bottom in San Diego, and then the town at the bottom of Egypt got 7 pyramids. It's the same teaching, nigga. Roll the corn. They think this shit a joke, truth. They think this shit, they don't even understand you got to understand your own culture just to even get to that point, bro. You must understand your culture to understand what's going on out here, right? Now, you got to understand your culture. You think that shit in Egypt ain't like America, you want to. That's the bottom of Egypt right there. Albassar pyramids. Pleiades. See, you don't know that. You humping on Giza. Giza is just the Orion part of the alignment of the Milky Way. The bottom of the Milky Way got the Pleiades and Albassar. 7 pyramids of Albassar make up the Pleiades. You better learn. Now, that's why the laptop is so handy. That's why the laptop is so handy. Roll the corn. Because I'm going to get right. I ain't got to stop the live or nothing. Roll the corn. Now, you see 7 pyramids in damn San Diego. What they stand for? Pleiades. Roll the corn. The mounds on the Mississippi River are aligned the same damn way. Just older. Where you think the culture come from? Going out to the west. The Mississippi River. That's where it come from. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Mexican coast in order, the ruins of ancient Egypt, right? Ruins resemble the recently discovered cities of Palenque in San Diego, near the Atlantic and Mexican Gulf. The ruins are similar to the ruins of ancient Egypt. Oh, shit. Why is the ruins in San Diego pyramids just like the ruins of ancient Egypt pyramids? Oh, I know why. I just showed you. Again, the monuments of the Phoenicia, the Hebrew, they got something to do with this. All this shit go together. I just showed you the Phoenician, the one built the damn temples, the Hebrew from here. Met many features different from all of that and referred, observed, the discoveries, right? Let's keep going. The ruins are called by the Native Americans the Valley of Mystery, because they don't know who the fuck built them. The ruins is called the Valley of Mystery by the Native American because he don't know who built them. While the present Indian have a tradition of a great civilized nation, which their ferocious forefathers early destroyed, the region of the ruins is called by the Indian the Valley of Mystery because they ain't built it. Therefore, they ain't built the mounds neither. You don't know nothing about the pyramids land with the Pleiades. What the fuck you know about the mounds land with the Pleiades? Nothing. It ain't y'all culture. It's before y'all. It ain't y'all, it's us. Roll the coin, bro. I love y'all, I'm in love with you. I love y'all, I'm in love with you. Now let me show y'all one more receipt. One more. One more. Watch this. Watch it right here. Let's go back, Truth. Let's go back. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Now, let me show y'all something. Now, who taught the pyramid builders how to do the Pleiades? They go to Pleiades in the sky right there, aligning with the mounds. Right there. Hold on. You think I'm bullshit? Roll the card. Potali, Georgia. Mirrors of the Pleiades. Singer Moyer Mounds. American Mounds. Pleiades everywhere. Then you get Teotihuacan. Alabama and Georgia. Damn. Singer Moyer Mounds. Pleiades. What we got here? The Chattahoochee Chieftains. Pleiades. See, now you're starting to get it. Yeah. University of Georgia, sitting on top of the Pleiades. I done gave y'all $1 million worth of knowledge in one live. Potali, Georgia, Stewart County, Pleiades. Roll the coin. You starting to get it now? You think them mounds some damn Native American you want to? You're tripping. Teotihuacan, pyramids, Pleiades. Potali, Georgia, aligned the same way, but its mounds is older. Stone is newer, dirt is older. Stone is newer, dirt is older. Dirt started it, it went to stone, then it went to buildings of stone. Now you starting to get it? Who the oldest people? Them American mound builders who aligned the dirt, earth, and mounds with stone. Now, one more receipt. They think this shit, somebody taught Egypt that shit thousands of years later. You don't understand. That shit just pop up out of nowhere. Look at all this shit aligned with the Pleiades. Look. Look, Albassar. You see Egypt? Hold on, go back. Do you see Egypt? Aldebaran, Pleiades, Albassar. There it is right there. Same alignment. That shit sitting right in Arizona right now. I'll put Casey Macon up. He'll show you shit in Arizona sitting like this right now. But we ain't gonna even do that today. We gonna keep it cool. Let's keep going. Look. Look. Albassar, Egypt pyramids. Pleiades. See it? Think it's a joke? Think it's a game. Now you got these white folks with the 7 sisters. Now the white folk got the 7 sisters. They from the Pleiades. Right? The horns of Taurus, Hyades, Pleiades, the bullseye, shit built just like that for the spring. You must know that. The bull coat is not evil. They are talking about the spring. White folks made the shit into evil stuff. Now you start understanding now? The Atlas star is in the Pleiades. You see Atlas right there? Atlas, hold on. Do you see Atlas? That's why they called us Atlanteans. That's why they called us Atlanteans, because the Atlas star is in the Pleiades star system. Come on now, stick with me. That's enough, man. Roll the coin. That's enough. We know the truth now. That's enough, man. That's enough for the day. Roll the coin. Now, when you look at these ancient sites, all you gotta do is find it. Either it's gonna be the Orion alignment or it's gonna be the Pleiades alignment. Every damn time. Stonehenge aligned the same way. Roll the coin. Now, let me show y'all this right quick. This is the ecliptic loop of the Ankh right here. Right? Aldebaran is always a building. Then it goes right into the Pleiades with the 7 buildings. Ancient spots are built just like that. That line of vision right there. That's the bullseye they talk about in all of these mythology stories. Zeus is the bull. Zeus is the bull. Europa is the Pleiades. Zeus is the bull, the white bull. Europa, that Europe is named after is the Pleiades. You think I'm bullshitting? Here we go. The story goes, Europa. Hold on, let's keep that up. Oh, let's keep that. Let's keep that. The story goes, Europa rode the right bull, huh? That's the story, right? Rode Zeus, the white bull. White bull. Bull or horse, some shit like that. Let's go to mythology. Europa was charmed by the bull, petted it, and eventually climbed on his back. Look at your girl. Look at the mythology. Europa riding the white bull. This shit fake. This is mythology of a teaching of a star alignment. All you alien motherfuckers, I would debunk y'all with the stars every time. Don't play with me. Go play with them other niggas that don't know what they talking about. Don't play with, go play with the white folks with the Europa story. Acting like her ass real. Let's go back to the stars. The white bull, Europa is the Pleiades riding the back of the white bull. That is the beginning of the spring. One more receipt and I'm done. Europa and the white and Zeus, the beginning of the spring. Anybody who know the stars know the fucking truth. Right? Hold on. Zeus, captivated by the Phoenician princess Europa. The Phoenicians, the Hebrews created Europa. Not no damn hunter-gatherer. Phoenician princess Europa. Cretan princess Europa. The Phoenicians come from here. They created Europa. Europe is named after some shit Hebrew from here created. She's gathering flowers. Hold on. Why is she gathering flowers? Hold on. Y'all think these people create that shit y'all want to. They ain't create nothing. She's linked to the season return, annual cycle of emerging from the returning of the underworld causes the seasons to change. Going into spring. That's why you see Europa with all this damn vegetation on her face. Let me show you. This is why she look like this. Got all this damn flowers in her face and shit. Roll the coin. That's why she look like that. Because it's going back into the green earth. Going into the spring. The earth is turning back green. That's why the white folks got Europa with the flowers coming out of fucking hair. Because it came from an ancient culture. Now this is the mother goddess. That's the same meaning as the green man on the Tartarian buildings. Same meaning, people. Roll the coin. Now, if the Phoenicians created Europa, let's go check out the ancient symbol of the Phoenician mother goddess and watch what it is. Now you're going to understand it. What's the ancient symbol of the mother goddess of the Phoenician? Going back into Hebrew. They try to separate this stuff. Y'all seen this before, ain't you? Whoa, what that look like? Damn. The damn Ankh. Oh my, it's the old ancient, it's before the Ankh became the Ankh. Damn. Spring going into summer solstice for the harvest. That symbol of Tanit was taught to the Berbers. That symbol of Tanit was taught to the Berbers. The Phoenician taught the Berber language, culture, structure building. That's where the Moors got some of their knowledge from, the Phoenician bloodline. Don't think they created it, though. They got it from the Phoenician, right? They turned Tanit into Afri. Tanit became Afri. It was Tanit with the Phoenician, Europa-style mother goddess. Then it goes into Afri. Afri became the name Africa. Afro-Terra, Africa. Now you see who named all this stuff. You start to understand what they are symbolizing when they show you this stuff. You start to see where it come from. Now, I'm so cold. I'm cold with it now. I find the Tanit symbol on artifacts from the Michigan tablets. Ask Casey Macon. I found the Tanit symbol of the Phoenician on the Michigan tablets. Same damn. Why that symbol found in America? The same Tanit symbol. I showed it on one of my lives way back. Right? Ask Casey Macon. I can't find it today because it's too far back. But say, can we see? I don't know how hard they're gonna be able to find, but I gotta go back through my old receipts and get it. Casey, you got that receipt? Michigan relics. I think it's the Michigan relics or it's the Iowa relics. Let me see. Let me see. See, can I find it? Roll the corn. Hold on. Let me see. The same symbol of the Phoenician. Casey, you got that receipt? I gotta go way back to find mine. Let me see if I can find it online somewhere. But people don't even know what it means. People don't know what it means, bro. Let me see. Might be the, I don't know if it's the Iowa tablets or it's the let me see. It's on the Iowa tablets, Casey, or it's on the Michigan tablets. It's one of them. One of the two. Ohio relics, the Tanit symbol. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. That same Phoenician symbol. Let me see. Hold on, I might can go back and find. Let me see. If not, I'll show it to y'all tomorrow, man. Phone about to die. Hold on. If not, I'll show it to you tomorrow. Roll the coin. I don't know if I can find it today. This stuff old. But that same symbol is on the artifacts found here. Is that it? Oh, that ain't it. I'm looking for the Tanit symbol. Hold on. I might can find it. I'm gonna show y'all this if I can find it, just to close it out and show you. Just to show you. See, can I find it real quick? Tanit symbol. Okay, Michigan relics. What is it? What day? September 14th? September 14th. Let me see. Hold on, we might be getting there. Hold on. We might be getting there. Where that Michigan relic at? He find his last receipt to close it out, man. Hopefully I can find it. If not, I have to show y'all tomorrow. I'm 1,000 receipts in from that. Now, I could show y'all the Mound Builder one. What's the date on here? September 4th. Check this one out. Check this out right here. You sent me one?